you're looking for a fire pit that is nice enough to keep out all the time, but also really easy to transport and take with you on the go, then I've got a really great option for you. It's a Solo Stove Bonfire 2.0. We've had it for quite some time now, and we've used it a few times, which you'll be able to see once I open it up. This is a really great option if you are looking for a nice fire pit for you and the family. It's big enough for a pretty big family or a big group of friends, but easy enough to transport at only a little over 20 pounds. You'll be able to see it's easy enough to pick up. Let me get into it, and by the end of this video, you should be able to know whether or not this is a really great option for you or not. Let's start with the free carrying case included with the Solo Stove 2.0. It makes this fire pit super easy to store and take with you from one place to another. You can also store some firewood inside the bag so that you keep some wood with your Solo Stove. Next, we have the flame ring. This is an important piece, and it's designed to channel fire coming from the secondary burn holes inwards and upwards. Now we have the removable base plate and ash pan. I think the ash pan was one of the improvements with the 2.0, and I love it. Your log sit on the base plate and the ash pan goes underneath it to collect the ash. When you're done and your fire is out, all you have to do is dispose of whatever's in your ash pan. It makes cleanup an absolute breeze, and most, if not all, of your ash will be in the ash pan. This is the Stand 2.0. It's an add-on and it comes with some of the bundles, but I highly recommend it. With the stand, you can use your fire pit in most places that you couldn't otherwise use it, like deck or grass, but as with any fire, you should always use caution and watch it. Now let's take the Bonfire 2.0 out of its bag and I'll show it to you. All right, now we're going to put the Solo Stove on top of the stand, and then we're going to put the ashtray and the base plate on top of it, followed by the fire ring. Now let's look at the Bonfire 2.0 fire pit. It's obviously a beautiful design, but more importantly, it has these special holes throughout that produce a secondary burn. The secondary burn means that you get a more beautiful fire, but also no smoke. When you use the Bonfire 2.0, you're not going to have to dodge fire pit smoke every time the wind changes direction, your eyes aren't going to burn, and your clothes aren't going to smell of smoke for days after. All right, so here we are the next day after the fire has totally died down. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of, pieces and stuff still left in there. Now what I wanted to do was show you how the dustpan works. So basically, it's a little hard to do this while holding the phone. Plus it was a little wet. It rained last night. But you get the idea. You basically put all of the dust and debris that might be left on top. And you see it's wet, so it's sticking, but you would put that into the dustpan, and now you can just take this out, and it makes it really easy to clean out your fire pit, whereas that's not always how it is with fire pits. So that was a really nice addition in the 2.0. I really definitely appreciate that. If you want something that's pretty enough to leave out all the time, but is also really easy to transport and move places, and also big enough for a big group or a big family, I personally think this is a really great option, and we happen to use this quite a bit, so we're definitely getting our use out of it. And the smokeless feature is definitely amazing, especially with young kids.